So you're thinking about starting trading, but you just don't know where to start. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to start trading in under 5 minutes, getting everything set up and being able to trade live in the real markets. So make sure you watch this video to the very end because I'm going to teach you step by step on how to get there. All right, guys, so let's get started. As you can see, we are currently in front of our broker. So the first thing you want to do when you're starting out your trading, you obviously need to focus on a strategy, but I'm assuming obviously either you've already found a strategy or you're working on a strategy, which I have more videos on my personal strategy that I could share with you guys. But with that being said, once you have an idea of how to trade the markets, you want to obviously first and foremost have your broker set up. So as you can see right here, this is actually one of my brokers that I use. I use BlackBerry and Black Bull markets. What I really like about Black Bull, they are regulated. So these are reliable brokers with a history, with proven data. These people actually do pay out, right? So these are important things that is important. They are regulated by an institution, which is crucial, right? You want to make sure that they don't just run away with your profits or you're not able to withdraw your money, right? So this is why it's important to look for a regulated broker. Now, sometimes for whatever reason, let's say you're in the States or where you are located, wherever you're in the world, sometimes there won't be brokers that are available to you that are regulated. So in this case, you have to resort to possibly an unregulated broker. However, when that's the case, I always recommend to always look at reviews, Trustpilot, a couple other things to be able to make sure that you are going to be trading with a reliable broker. You don't want to just lose all your profits and not be able to get access to them, right? So one of the nice things I do like about Black Bull, and again, I'm not going to talk about Black Bull specifically or promote them. I'm not here to promote on this video, but more importantly, one thing I do like about Black Bull specifically is there's no minimum deposit, right? So some brokers require a minimum of $100. It could be $50, doesn't really matter. With these guys, you can deposit as little as $5, $10, which is pretty sweet. You've got 1 to 5 leverage. So again, you can amplify your potential leverage with using the funds. So if you have a $100 account, you can trade a more amplified volume, right? And you can take larger positions. There's lots of different instruments. The spreads are good. There's different options. So first and foremost, what you want to make sure when you're starting, you want to look for what account you want to start with and don't overcomplicate things. Usually what I recommend when you're first starting out to not focus on a raw spread account, but to focus more on a standard account. And just basically all you're going to really want to do is just open a standard, click on open. You'll want to sign up. And in fact, if you guys are interested in getting signed up, all you got to do is click the link below. I'll put the link below to this broker. If you use my link, there is a discount on there as well too. And that way you can create the account. So follow the steps, get registered. Basically, this is the portal behind the scenes. Again, I haven't used Black Bull in quite some time. So these are actual old accounts that I have. But again, I do use still Black Bull and I do recommend it. What you're going to want to do is create an account. Once you create an account, once you're set up, once you're in this back portal here, you're going to want to choose your platform. So again, when you're starting out, you have your broker, then you have the platform that you're going to be trading right through your broker. And then you have TradingView where you do your analysis, right? So it's a website where you can do your live analysis, which I'm going to go over that with you guys in a second. But what you're going to want to do is select what platform you want your broker to connect with so that you can place your orders of buy or sell and then just be able to manage your trades, right? So personally, I really like to use MetaTrader 5. You choose your currency, so in my case, USD. Your leverage, again, you can do a 1 to 5, which gives you a lot more, again, like I said, a lot more leverage. You can leverage a lot more lot size, higher capital, even though it's a smaller account. That's what that is. And then account type, again, right? In this case, if you're new and you're just starting out, just go with the standard. The spreads are typically pretty good. And again, that's also another important thing to realize when you're starting out with your trading, right? So don't focus so much on which one should I go, raw spreads or standard. It doesn't really matter at this point. Just start with most likely the standard, which is more than enough. Now, in this case, what you want to do is then click password, type in your password, and then submit. Once you do that, you will have something that looks like this. So it'll show up another block like this, and then you'll have your account number, which you can copy. It gives you the option to copy, and then your password with Black Bull Markets. Again, every broker is slightly different, but with Black Bull Markets, it's usually straight across the board. It's all the same password. And so what you're going to do, which I'm going to show you in a second, I'm going to show you exactly how you can connect your broker onto your phone, and then from your phone you can manage and enter positions as well too, right? So once you're all set up, basically it'll say what type of account you've now set up. It says standard, it'll say live. Now this is important. I need you to understand something. Once you download the application, which I'm going to show you in a second how to do it from your phone, you're going to want to know what server your broker is connected to on your MT5. So you can see MetaTrader 5 here. And you're going to also want to focus on the account number and remember the password. So when you're registering your account with your broker, it's going to ask you to type or create a password. That's the password that's going to be straight across the board for all these accounts, right? Now, every broker is different, like I mentioned earlier, so it really doesn't matter. Sometimes it'll be a generated password where for each account, it'll be a different password so that once you log in your MetaTrader 5 on your phone, it'll ask you what's the account number and what's the server, and then it'll ask you what's the password. And that's basically it. That once you fill that out, you're basically set up for your broker. And now one of the most important things from keeping in mind with the broker is that the broker is basically the one that connects you to the live markets, right? They're a middleman. They get their commission basically every time you place a trade, right? So it's important to understand that every time you place a trade, you're going to most likely see that you're going to start off in a negative balance, right? So don't freak out. Depends on your lot size, right? If you do a heavier lot size, it's going to start off negative $100, right? If you're doing a smaller lot size, don't freak out. When you place a trade and you press buy or sell, you notice that your account, let's say you put 0.10 and your account starts at negative $10. Don't freak out. That's totally normal. That's the broker getting its portion of that little spread. They're just the middleman essentially, right? But they're the ones that are able to allow you to trade in the real live markets and basically get in and out of the markets, right? So it's pretty cool. But basically this is the main process of getting set up on your broker. Next, once you get everything all set up, this is actual trading view. So here, what you're going to want to do as well is you're going, and by the way, there's a link in the bio as well, which you can click that link. There's a sign up bonus when you sign up with my link. And this will give you access to basically all these tools right now. If you're wondering how to use TradingView, I actually created a video. If you look at it here at the top, I'm going to pin it at the top there. You can watch that video. I'll also pin it in the comments, and not in the comments, but I'll pin it in the video description below that you can revise that yourself. Now, one thing to keep in mind and keep noted is that once you use TradingView is where you want to do your analysis, right? Now, keep in mind, if we went back to when we started the account, remember it gave you the option which platform you want to trade with. TradingView also gives you the option to be able to use it as a broker and be able to also place trades within TradingView. Now, personally, again, I like to use it from my phone and I like to use it from MetaTrader 5, right? Which again, and shortly, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to set up your MT5 and how to get started with that. Now, TradingView, again, you do your analysis, lots of great tools. I've done a video on this already, so I'm not going to go over how to use TradingView, but there is the option if you're wondering or curious why TradingView does show up as a platform. It's because it is an option where you can use it again. There's CTrader. These are different platforms that you can use, trading platforms, to be able to get in and out of the markets. Again, TradingView is for your analysis. So this is where you're going to be able to play around, do your analysis, look at entries, do your setup, everything, all of that. And I'm going to show you how to download that from the Apple Store or Play Store from your phone. So let's continue on. We're going to move on to your phone and how you're able to download this application and get started and get live into the markets. All right, guys, so we're going to start off with what type of applications you're going to need. So I'm going to go over the first few applications that you're going to need to get started. So the first one is TradingView, which is this one right here. And then the second one is MetaTrader 5 or CTrader. It depends which type of platform you want to use. Personally, I use MetaTrader 5. And then the third one is FOREX Factory. This is basically all of your news events, keeping you up to date with any major news that is high impact. So you obviously want to be aware if there's any major news that could impact the markets. We're going to go over quickly each one. We're going to start with just going to the App Store. And what you're going to want to do is search here. The first one would be MT5, and it should pop up right there. So you're going to click on that one. You're going to see it's this blue one right here, MetaTrader 5. You can see the reviews as well, 4.7 stars out of 4,000 reviews. And then here you're going to click download. Mine says open because we already have it. So we're going to click open. It's going to take us straight to the application. You can see currently there's some positions here. This is, again, a small just play account that I opened up. But you can see basically when you take positions, you're going to be able to play around and set your lot size, buy or sell. And this is the platform that I was telling you guys earlier that you can use and manage to enter positions. Now, mind you, you can also download MT5 on your desktop as well, right? Personally, I like using it from the phone because you're able to manage, you're able to enter positions quickly. If you do your analysis and let's say you're walking outside or you need to go do something, you're always able to manage it from your phone. Now, when you click on trade here, you're able to see your open positions. You can modify it, you can close, you can modify the position, you change the stop loss, take profit, etc. You can also, with MT5, click on this here and you see at the bottom where it says stop loss, you can adjust the stop loss to whatever you'd like, right? And if you look at the take profit as well, you can also click on it here and click take profit. And then you can adjust the take profit. If you tap on TP, you can adjust the take profit to whatever position you'd like. Now, if you look over here to your settings, now I'm just doing this with one hand, you can see, obviously this is a live account. You can see my personal details there, Black Bull Market. When you click on here, I'm just going to move this here because it's got some private details. You'll be able to select the name and it'll show brokers. Here, you can actually enter any type of broker you'd like. So even if you could say like FTMO, it's a prop firm, but it'll pop up right there. Or in this case, let's say we're working with Black Bull. So let's just choose Black Bull Markets. We're going to select that. And then I don't know if you remember, but earlier in the video, I mentioned that you got to select the server. So the server, sometimes it'll say live and it'll say live 1, 2, and 3. So there's going to be some brokers that are going to have multiple servers. So in this point, you just want to click, for example, with Black Bull, they just have demo or live. You're going to click live, whatever it said on your broker. So on the top, so on your dashboard, right, when you were looking at your broker, remember it said server and then it said account number and then password. So this is where you want to fill these details here, where it says Black Bull Markets Live. You're going to enter your login number, so the account number details, and then you're going to enter your password. So again, this information, you can find it in your back office, basically, when you log into your broker. And then once you do that, usually I like to click save password. That way it's always there. And then basically it takes you to your account. And that's basically it. And that's how you can able to enter certain trades or certain positions, right? And you can go from there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you now TradingView. So TradingView is where I do my analysis. Obviously I do it on my desktop. This is where I like to do my analysis. So any trade positions or anything like that, I can also control it from my phone. So when you're starting out, you can do your analysis on the computer, but you can also manage it from your phone. So in this case, we're looking at gold. You can see gold here. You can click on it. And then you could click on this little box right there on your right. And then this takes you to that exact same chart that you see on my desktop. Right? Now check this out. This is pretty cool. Another thing that you could do is you can play around with all the chart. You can play around with analysis, but you can also set alerts. So let's say you left your desktop and you're going to make yourself a coffee, or you have to go do an errand, but you know that you did your analysis, everything checks off. Now you want to just make sure the trade and you want to analyze the trade, make sure everything's good. Well, guess what? You can also set alerts too. So for example, if we have a trade position set here, it will update. So if you do it here and you put, let's say, set an alert here, once it hits TP1, you can press and hold. Not sure if it's working. There we go. Press and hold, click that plus button right there, and then you can add the alert. So as soon as the market comes to this zone here, it's going to send me a push notification to my phone. And that way I'm able to manage and say, you know what, it hit TP1. I'm going to go back to my MetaTrader app and I'm going to start looking at closing my positions, right? Or taking partial profits. So again, that's the beauty of when you're using in conjunction these applications together and you're able to look at your analysis, set up alerts, and then get into your MT5 and be able to close certain positions, right? In this case right now, you can see right here, we've got one position here. We've got a couple positions here. We're going to close position here. You can see profit. It's $1.07, $1.14. This is live. And you can just click here and close it, right? Once you close it, it'll show it here on the history. You'll be able to see if we've closed this position right here of $1 profit, right? Again, this is just a fun, it is a live account, but it's just for fun. I just wanted to test out Black Bull Markets and just be able to understand how to use it as well too, and just see how their spreads are. So, but again, these are the two main applications you're going to want to use. And then lastly, FOREX Factory. So this one, again, you can download it from the App Store or the Play Store. And what this is pretty cool because you'll be able to also check out all the news, the time that the news is coming out, and the type of basically importance of each news that comes out. So if it's red folder, it's definitely high impact news. If it's orange folder, it's going to be medium impact news. And then if it's yellow, it's going to be low impact news, right? So you're going to want to focus on mainly the red folders and the orange folders. And again, you can filter through here at the filter and you can select which one you want. So typically I just check these two off right there, but that's basically it. By the way, if you want to learn how to use TradingView, I've actually made a video on how to use this TradingView software, which is a tutorial, which you can watch this video right up here.